Good evening, brothers and sisters. We are live again. This time I'm going to stream another streamed video that is nowise able to download so that I can mirror it. So I thought I'm doing something else. And this is what I've been thinking of doing it. So I'm going to share the screen from our Richie from Boston. I'm going to share the audio. I'm going to share it, put it on so that we don't see the chats coming in. And now we are going to play the video and have a good watching time, because it has already been labeled violent containing. I decided to go on anyway, but ClipGrab gave me some trouble by downloading this link. So instead of that, I'm finding a way around. I'm going to stream it live. So here we go. Yeah,
hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It is the 30th of May in the year 2020. And oh my goodness, is this rolling out almost as though it was scripted. Do you see what I'm saying? Absolutely unbelievable, man. Bucker Bill, what's up, man? Surviving Susan, Anointed Cherubim, George Costanza. George Floyd was a millionaire. Oh, there you go. John Pino, Adventure Diva, what's up? Napoleon Macreel was a porn star. George, there you go. Nice, nice, nice. Say he was a porn star one more time and you're out. You see what I'm saying? Freebird 77, what's up? Happy days. Will Bishop, Alice in Tartaria, Laura Lee, Anointed Cherubim. I already said that. Kelly Jelly, that's funny. And whatever else. What goes on? What's up? Good morning from Maryland. What's up? Good day indeed. Updates on Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam isn't really something they're using anymore, man. Project Bluebeam is, they're still going to use what we would consider Project Bluebeam, but it's going to be above and beyond. And I got a funny feeling that a good majority of us won't be here. You see what I'm saying? Because this is absolutely, seriously, let's look at this like people that aren't from this country. Here, let me show you this. And this isn't tooting any horns, man. You just need to understand what's for real and what ain't. You see this video? More military trucks hidden in America. Well, YouTube did not like that. They took that video down. But fortunately, there's a thing, which I don't even know how to say it, lbry.tv saves everything you upload. Do you know where these military trucks that were hidden in America were hidden? Yeah, right outside Minneapolis. Strange, right? Crazy. What a strange, unbelievable coincidence. At any rate, this just continues to go on, and nice. All right, you're out of here, dude. Later. Check this out. This right here, I watched this for a long time before I put it up. Believe it or not. There is no love from YouTube. There is no nothing. There's no views. There's no, how about, actually, you know what? Before I even show you this, let me show you something just for your own head. Check this out. You want to see how many views Richie from Boston gets? I'll show you. Stand by. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. My channel. I don't know how to do this. Stand by. Chat amongst yourselves. All right, let's go to the Corbett report. Videos. All right, never mind. I don't know how to do it. It's too much work. It's too early. Still drinking my first large stainless steel container full of fluoride-free water. Okay, comment section is frozen, so that makes perfectly good sense. Nice. Thanks, StreamYard. Chemtrail free. Yeah, well, they're spraying the stuffing out of us here in the Northeast. So there's that. So let's check this out real quick. Real quick. All right. I watched this video for a long time. Well, that guy's got his hands in his pockets. Actually, he doesn't. He's wearing black gloves. His hands are on his lap. And there are two other people kneeling on George as well. If this was staged or if this wasn't, doesn't make any sense. But I'll tell you what, I got this video from one of the people actually videotaping this ignorant little Asian cop dude over here that you can't see. And this dude right here kneeling down, he's not the same guy from Sandy Hook. But here's the deal. I don't care. I don't care. Do you know what bums me out about all of this? Is that everybody on YouTube focuses on every single solitary little thing. Did you see the cop? He was kneeling there and he was making a Freemason sign, or they worked together. Yeah, guess what? I grew up in Lynn, Massachusetts. I happen to know people that work together that killed each other. It happens. Okay, so I don't even care. The entire point of putting this video up was to show you what they want you to see. Okay? This was to show you what they want you to see. If YouTube, if the mainstream, if the elites didn't want you to see this video, it wouldn't be up. How do I know that? Because they do it to me constantly, absolutely constantly, taking videos down. It's not a problem. Why is this video showing the murder of a human being still up on my channel? Seriously. Why is this video of a white man murdering a black man in front of a bunch of people, and it takes forever? Why is it still up? Because that's what they want. That's what they're doing. That's why they sprinkled military all the way around the country. And oh, Richie, that's ridiculous. Everything is completely fine. Let me explain something to you. Myself and Nicholson 1968 in November, unknowingly, were talking about the Bill Gates MIT collaboration of the invisible tattoo that would tell if people got vaccines or not. November of 2019. No one had mentioned COVID as of yet. We're talking about that, and it just looking at this. Okay, so the biggest piece of shit scumbag in the world, Bill Gates, who comes from a long line of the same, has given MIT, which is supposed to be the biggest and brightest in the United States. Sorry, Dr. Kaufman. MIT, which has Darwin carved in stone on the side of the building. So that tells you a lot. Bill Gates gives MIT a bunch of money to make an invisible tattoo so that when you're walking down the street, they can look at you through some sort of a device and tell if you've got a vaccine or not. In November of 2019, we concluded, well, the only reason they would need that is if they were planned on making a pandemic. And at the time, I was under the idea that a pandemic could be sprayed out of an airplane, germs all over people, and everybody would get sick. Do you know why we thought that? Because it's common sense. And then January 7th in 2020, once again, that topic came up live in a video before this entire thing went wacky. The only reason MIT and Bill Gates would need an invisible tattoo is if they planned on doing a pandemic. And the first thing they would go after is the money, telling people that it was dirty and spreads germs. Why am I saying all this? Because how in the world could you predict an organic outbreak? You can't. This is all a complete and total and utter hoax. It is total bullshit. Guy in New York gets shot. Bang, you're dead. Well, that was clearly a case of COVID-19. It sounds funny, right? It sounds like I'm joking. I kind of am, I kind of ain't, because it's real. That's exactly what happened. half, three-quarter, 77%, 85% of the people being called COVID victims died from something completely and utterly different. This entire thing is bullshit. And it's amazing to me that people in America are still walking around like chicken shit pussies with masks on. I'm outside by myself wearing a mask. Well, then you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. Seriously. You cannot get a virus unless your body produces it because it's your time to get a virus, or unless somebody jams it in your arm with a needle. Do you see what I'm saying? It absolutely and utterly blows me away. But now it's summertime. Every summertime, what have these people done without fail? Racism, divide and conquer, go after America. This is a good one because they're already saying crazy things like, well, let me show you. Donald Trump has got the military on standby. Well, let me tell you a secret. The military's been on standby for quite a while, but here it go. I have never, well, actually, I shouldn't say I've never seen the mainstream push this as much as I have right now, but I have, and so haven't you. If you follow this channel and others like me for any length of time, America is plunged into a crisis. Plunged. We're in a crisis, ladies and gentlemen. You see how the mainstream's gone and now there's no crisis? Mainstream's back. Crisis. Look at this. Military's put on alert. The White House is locked down. America plunges into crisis. Meanwhile, this is what they want. They need to completely, entirely, and utterly destroy the United States of America. And clearly they're doing that right now. Here is the deal. Some people got this misconstrued yesterday. When I'm watching these people walking down the street exercising or believing they're exercising their Second Amendments, if you want to believe that the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, in some way, somehow still applies to us, I don't know where you've been for the last 7, 8, 10 years, but they have disassembled and destroyed the Constitution and the Bill of Rights big time. At any rate, if you want to walk down the street with your AR-15, exercising your Second Amendment rights in an area that is literally under riot conditions, and then when the cops pull up, you simply cuff up and hand over your weapon, what is the point? That is what's wrong with this country. Everybody wants to sit around and George Floyd, he was an actor, his buddy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the actors are doing, all right? Let's not get stuck in this. It's look at the entire stage, okay? The cop, Trump, everything. This is all just actors, man. Pay attention to the fact that they are simply trying to continually divide and weaken. You notice what's crazy? How come the cops aren't attacking anybody for not wearing masks anymore? You see what I mean? Because that time already came and went. This is totally par for the course. They do this pretty much almost every year, except this time around, COVID-19, riots, military, it ain't gonna stop. So if you've got time to sit around and make videos and do live streams ad nauseum about the way the guy's hand was and the way this guy's standing and looking and these two guys know each other and et cetera, and blah, 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 I don't know what to tell you. What I should tell you and what I have told you and what you should be hearing is this is it. They are taking down the entire world, but specifically the United States of America. You heard me talk about it with Days of Noah. You heard me talk about this with James Corbett. You've heard me talk about this with everybody. This whole thing blows up. Event 201. Bill Gates, all his rich pals, they sit down and say, in 5 hours, which is pretty amazing, in 5 hours, they sit down in New York and pretend what would happen if a pandemic, a variation of the coronavirus, hit the entire world. And then it happens. Within a month, it happens. These same people, I just completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh, that pisses me off. Son of a bitch. Stand by. That sucks. What do we need to do? Are you serious? Really? Are you just getting here? What do we need to do? First of all, how about this? United, we stand a chance. Hell yes. If we all stood up, I'm watching protesters knocking over the barriers and then picking them back up. They're literally putting their cage. Oops. I was rioting, but I don't want to riot that much. Rioting and destroying the city, dude, half the people, this is the same thing as every other time. Half the people that are rioting are cops, they're operatives for George Soros, etc. Oh, that's ridiculous. George Soros is a kindly old gentleman. Yeah, you see this? Let me show you something. You see this guy walking around the Umbrella Man, just randomly smashing windows? It's a white guy wearing black head to toe gloves and an umbrella so that drone footage can't get him from above. The dude's a cop. He's walking around causing, this is how they do it. You see what I'm saying? The police would never do that. The military would never do that. Come on, man. These guys have been completely filtered out over the years. I bring this up all the time. Remember when Obama was president and he did the purge where he got rid of every single solitary general, colonel, anybody that would stand up for the United States Constitution, enemies foreign and domestic? Obama got rid of them. That's what happens when you see people like General Wesley Clark come out and tell you what's going on for real, and then suddenly they're besmirching his good name. Do you see what I'm saying? Does this not look incredibly familiar? I mean, they use the same tactics every single time. Let me see if I can find this. This might be all over the place, but whatever. I don't care, man. I'm not CNN, you know what I mean? Which means I'm actually telling you the truth to the best of my ability. But isn't this kind of strange? Isn't this kind of strange? I mean, how many times do we see people get run over by cars at protests and then the car speeds off? Boy, that'll add a lot of salsa to the gravy, won't it? I don't even know if that's a thing. At any rate, this is all by design. What you need to do is prepare yourself and understand at some point you're going to have to pick. The entire purpose of this, I can't breathe, killing this guy, all this other stuff, blah, 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 is to bring the military onto the streets. Do you know why? Do you know why the military was even here in the first place? Okay. Richie, it's just fear porn. Hey, jackasses, military people send me information. Why? Because I was in the military, because I know a lot of people, because I have a lot of subscribers on YouTube. I don't know if you ever noticed that. That was really strange. Oh, it's a dog barking outside. That just freaked me out. My bad, guys. Russian Vids is calling you a fraud and his people. I don't care about Russian Vids whatsoever at all. Good for him. Russian Vids, the kid that's never once showed his face, the kid that kept emailing me and I didn't respond, so suddenly he makes attack videos. I do not care, okay? I don't put up videos with mainstream songs in there and then go, oh my goodness, my channel got taken down. If you use copyright movies and songs, your channel gets taken down. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore about any of this nonsense on YouTube, dude. This is legitimately happening right now. They wanted to bring in the military. They expected that when they pulled this entire COVID-19 hoax that people would do something, and people didn't. People went right into their house and stayed there. So now they're going to draw you out. You notice how suddenly, all of a sudden, everything is just rioting. Nobody's talking about COVID anymore. They're talking about, well, we opened up a state and the COVID-19 virus went through the roof. I mean, this right here doesn't even make any sense. All this does is, this right here, I've looked at this for days. All I'm seeing is, okay, so police officers are completely, entirely, and 100% inept. Quickly, let's all dash around this woman and then arrest these CNN people. It makes absolutely zero sense. But this is CNN. These are the same people that brought you the staged Sandy Hook. These are the same people that showed you Scud missiles coming in Iraq, and they weren't even in Iraq. You know what I mean? It's just astounding to me that people are still going to go for this. Do not fall for this. If you live where they're rioting, stand your ground, defend yourself, but be ready, because this is not going to end whatsoever at all. We've got no airplanes in the skies. I can see Logan Airport from where I'm sitting right now. If I move that drape a little bit, I could see Logan Airport right now, okay? There's no airplanes in the skies, and yet they're spraying like you read about. All right, are there any mods in the chat at all? I mean, seriously, do you know what your job is? Exactly. All right. They're spraying the sky. They're telling people that they're spraying the sky, and they're telling people that there's a grand solar minimum and a grand solar max. I don't believe in any of that crap, man, whatsoever at all. The sun and the moon are fixed. They're inside the firmament. They don't get bigger. They don't get smaller. They're simply spraying the skies. That's it. That's it. That's it. So this entire thing is going to keep going. Watch this. Check this out, because I keep losing my train of thought. Not that my train of thought was going anywhere specifically, but this is what they want. And we saw this. You remember the 1984 picture? Estonia already lives online. Why can't the United States? It's astounding to me that people really, literally are not only embracing this COVID-19 complete and total bullshit, but they're defending it. It's amazing to me. This psychological operation's been going on since what? I'm calling it March 13th, Friday the 13th. Trump declares a state of emergency, and Bill Gates stepped down. To me, that was the litmus test right there. So January, February, March, 3 months, solid 3 months. The United States has been under a pandemic. 3 months solid. And yet, nobody's died. I don't know anybody, because it's not happening. But the country, you'd think that with all this time sitting home under the guise of a pandemic, people would have actually started to organically investigate this, because this is your entire life. Suddenly, and all of a sudden, the government, nope, you can't go outside. You can't walk down the street. You have to dress a certain way. Suddenly, we own the forests. We own the woods. We own the sand dunes. We own the beaches. We own everything, and it's all closed down. You're not allowed to go outside. You can't fly anymore. If you want to get a haircut, you got to call in advance. You got to stand outside like a bunch of assholes. People, pay attention here. Pay attention. Because if we at least stood up a little bit back then, they wouldn't have to be pulling what they're pulling right now. Do you see what I'm saying? Whatsoever at all. This ain't going to end. This ain't going to end. And there's a reason that this, look at this. Drudge Report used to be information. And then they started using links from InfoWars and Alex Jones. So it's completely ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what my mods are doing, brother. I'm trying not to read the chat because it gets too complicated. I already lost my train of thought about an hour ago. Sometimes people of color we are not all so okay. Sometimes people of color actually, how about this? Let's just say this. Sometimes people get angry. We're not all Soros soldiers. Yeah, right. I'm completely and totally hip. Completely and totally hip to that. You see what I'm saying? But I'll tell you what. I'll show you an example of a Soros soldier. You see this? This isn't a man of color walking down the street breaking windows. This is a white guy who has completely been trained by the military in psychological operations, because he is covered head to toe in black. So you might think perhaps he was a black man. He's got an umbrella so that a drone cannot get him from above or from the side. And he's walking around causing destruction. Therefore, they can do things like bring in the military, shut down the White House, etc., etc. I don't know who you are, brother, and I'm trying not to read the comments, but now I am. Don't fall for it, but do not be surprised when this does not end. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to roll out of here soon. Oh my God, John X Army. Really? Really, Meredith? Come on, man. Really? Yeah. The day anyone needs information from him, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Of course, it's just the beginning. This is going to be a long, long operation. It takes a long time. They literally need to get us to stand up and fight, or their plan doesn't work. So we're stuck here. What's the answer? How do I know? I'm just some asshole with a laptop, man. How do I know? My answer would be to fight, because that's what I've done my entire life. You know what I mean? Because I'm a fraud. RV, that's sad, dude. That's so sad. Whatever. Carrying an umbrella keeps the drones off of him. That was clearly. What is this been flagged already? Really? Hey, everybody hit the thumbs up right now. I want to see if it even actually moves. YouTube sucks, man. YouTube totally sucks. Oh, check this out. You want to see a pretty badass video? Got nothing to do with all this nonsense, but sometimes I got to do something that's got nothing to do with all this nonsense. Oh, did I lose it? White man smashing windows, Corvette report. Stand by. Let me see which one I'm sharing. All right. Stand by. Check this video out. I just made this the other day. This is footage I've had for the last several years. It is badass. You should watch it because I think I did pretty good on it. I kind of like making videos and whatnot. It just sucks that like we're at the end of the rope here. You know what I mean? So got ya. Yeah, they don't like that stuff. They don't like that stuff whatsoever. So here it is. Here's the reason I was struck to make a video this morning or do a live stream, which I usually don't do in the morning. You're supposed to turn the other cheek, but we're stuck here. I've talked to a lot of really, really smart biblical scholars, and from everything we've seen, the mark of the beast is exactly what this whole entire COVID thing is going to bring in on everybody. Do you see what I'm saying? I just can't. I don't know how do you go down without a fight? Like these guys are literally trying to get us to fight. That's what it's all about. And I don't know. All right, so here's a good comment. Jesus is coming back soon, but there must be war and mark of the beast, the worship of Satan first, which is coming within the next 10 years. Watch David Middleton and the End of the Earth Church Age in video. I don't know who that is, but yeah, exactly. 1%er says we have to fight. Now, most people don't know what that particular 1%er means. I do. And I've always wondered if you were local. I always wondered if I think I know who you might be. I am aware umbrellas have amazing occult symbolism. But check this out. You know what I find strange too? And James Corbett he concurred with me. I find it strange that lots of large channels, like, I don't know, True Stream Media, for instance, they have 500,000 subscribers. Why aren't they on this? Instead of making random, once in a while videos, they made all their fan base, all the money, all the videos, all the documentaries off of talking about what we're looking at right now. And now they're putting out videos about Santa Claus and shit. I'm not talking shit. I'm asking, where are they? Because these two are smart. James said the same thing. You know what I mean? He didn't say them by name. So before anybody freaks out, I just got to wonder where they're at on this. Do you see what I'm saying? We are literally watching them play this out verbatim. They want the military on the street. Therefore, they show us a white cop kneeling on a man for 10 minutes till he dies or doesn't die. It's irrelevant. The point is, this is what they want. That's the quid pro quo. That's the Hegelian dialectic. The problem, white people are killing black people on television. The reaction, burn it down. The solution, the military. That's the Hegelian dialectic. That's where we're at right now. But meanwhile, we still have COVID-19, which is complete and utter bullshit. And like I told you at the beginning of this, how could myself and Nicholson be waxing about, oh, they're going to do a pandemic? Yeah, they're probably going to go right after the dollar. First of all, hey, I bet you they're going to say that the dollar is going to spread germs to everybody. That's exactly what they did. It's exactly what they did. Therefore, it is a complete and utter hoax. And yet, people are still defending it, which blows me away completely and totally. At any rate, you have a warning from YouTube. They don't approve of your video. I had to accept the warning to watch you. Seriously? What did I say? What did he say? Down 2 blocks and take a left. Okay, where's the video? Oh, it's not even showing in my subscriptions. Nice, nice. So did they already take this down? That would be lame. At any rate, Richie from Boston. Real quick, I'll answer that. Where's Nicholson been? Nicholson gets busy, but I'll tell you what, Nicholson was one of the first ones to risk his job and his well-being to warn us about this COVID, and he was on it. Remember? Wash your hands, Purell. Yep, he was one of the first ones. Indeed. Yeah, Nicholson's the man. Wasn't it a trip seeing Nicholson on my channel for the first time ever? Because I thought he was going to be some big country fella. Instead, he's like a little businessman type dude, a little scientist. At any rate. All right, guys, Richie from Boston. It is 11:35 a.m., 5/30/2020 in the United States of America. And we are in dark, murky waters. Notice the lid. You see that? You see that? I swore an oath. That's where we're at right now. Upside down flag means this fort is in distress. And that's where we're at. Check this out. Remember that video I did a couple of years ago where I went, holy crap, there's 5G transponders all around my house. And I took video of them and I showed you, the white mimosa, MIMOSI, 5G transponders. The next day, the mainstream news showed up. The video's still up. The next day, the mainstream news shows up, stands exactly where I was standing, showing you the 5G, going, oh, those aren't 5G. Those are for the harbor master. Well, check this out. They moved one of them so that it's pointing straight out to sea or over to Swampscott, Massachusetts, where David Lee Roth from Van Halen was born. At any rate, all the trees, these are beach plum trees. Native beach plum trees are like, what are those trees? Bonsai trees. They take hundreds of years to grow. They make really small plums, and they're kind of delicious. They're all dead. All of them are completely and utterly dead, and they're all right in the path of the 5G transponder. That is lame. I hear you. This is a good comment. Don't riot. That's what they want. I mean, think about this. Oh, dude, what are you, an asshole, Sarah? Nicholson is a Freemason. Dr. Kaufman's a Freemason. Really? Because he shook somebody's hands? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. It must be nice that you are so awake that you don't even care what's going on. This guy's explaining to you exactly what the entire world is falling for, and he has the credentials to back it up. An MD. He's also got a bachelor's from MIT. Oh, he's a Freemason. That's pathetic, dude. We got bigger fish to fry. If all you've got to do is sit around and point out music videos and nonsensical bullshit, we're way past that point. I ain't doing that anymore. I haven't done it in a long time. At any rate, Richie needs more mods. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I know. Space shuttle. Space shuttle. Woo. At any rate, Richie from Boston. Like, share, subscribe, but not one bit of it matters. Holy shit, we got 2,000 thumbs up. Well, I guess it does matter. Wow, damn. That's crazy. That is crazy. Lifting the restrictions. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just can't help but I just said I was going to end the live stream, but here I am still. I cannot believe that the people are still buying this. The government is telling you to stay in your house, so you are. Dude, COVID-19. I went to the Ozarks. I went to Georgia. I went to hang out with Mike Decker for a month and a half. I might go back there right now, actually. It's unbelievable, man. Slow down the comment section. Click on the comment section. It stops. It's not exactly rocket scientist, but nobody's getting the best of me. I'm good. I'm good. I just find it pathetic that people have, like, this is the biggest thing that's ever happened. And they figured out the formula. They figured out the formula. You want to get Americans to do absolutely anything you want, do it slowly and entertain them halfway through it. And they won't even pay attention. They won't even pay attention. And that's exactly where we're at right now. And it's heartbreaking, man. Utterly and entirely heartbreaking. People that never, you know, I don't understand people that, oh, I don't go out. I'm not an outside person. I don't even know what that means. I'm not an outside person. But there's a lot of there's a lot of people that stay indoors, that all they do is they stay on the computer and they stay on Reddit. And when you see me on the laptop, that's when I'm on the laptop. Other than that, I'm outside. I'm outside. There's way too much of this, and the clock is ticking. Plus, I'm old anyways. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to die soon anyway. So I want to see as much living, cool stuff as I possibly can. Do you see what I'm saying? But so many people don't leave the house because of the internet, because of video games, because they're lazy, because of medication, because of drug habits, whatever. COVID-19 was perfect, man. It was perfect. I don't have to go out. I can't go outside. These people are literally guard dogging this bullshit lie. Do you see what I'm saying? They're guarding it, and it blows me away. I saw a tweet by Dr. Tenpenny, and you can't have everything, okay? You can't have everything. But she was pushing, oh, Donald Trump isn't owned by Big Pharma. And then she was tied over to, what's his name? The health guy, the health ranger. Oh, Donald Trump. Dude, if you think you're awake and you have a website and you're telling people Donald Trump isn't owned by Big Pharma, you're an idiot. Because Donald Trump is a Zionist, Israel first, scumbag, billionaire shill. Jared Kushner, his son-in-law. I mean, come on. This is like the United States of Israel. People don't even understand. I don't get that. So saying that Trump isn't owned by Big Pharma is just like, I don't even know what that's like saying. But seeing Dr. Tenpenny tweet that, I guess you can't. I mean, it's, at least she knows COVID's bullshit. How about that? All right. What else can you ask? You can't have everything. I found myself kind of talking a little crap yesterday to her on Twitter. I need to stay off Twitter because I got a big mouth. But at any rate, yeah, I know. It's funny too, because the whole COVID-19 thing breaks out. When's the last time you heard Israel's name? You see what I'm saying? When's the last time? They're behind everything. The New World Order. I mean, the New World Order it will be located. The headquarters will be right in the what is it called? The Canista shit. You know, the Supreme Courthouse with the pyramid on top. And I mean, the whole building is a literal Freemasonic ritual in stone. So I just find it crazy at any rate. Don, don't even, dude, just let go of the left-right paradigm. These scumbag people, politics isn't real. None of this is real. It's all a big joke. Jokes on us. Some of us see through it. Some of us don't. Whatever. At any rate, guys, Richie from Boston. If you got something good, send it. RJCJR10 at yahoo.com. Please don't send me YouTube links. I don't watch other YouTube videos. And please don't send me a video going, I know you don't like YouTube links, but here's a YouTube link. You'll end up in spam. So there's that. Oh, check this out real quick. This is lame. This just means they're escalating it. Is this the right one? Cop is shot dead in California as George Floyd fury sweeps U.S. Trump puts the army on notice to deploy to the streets for the first time since 92. L.A. riots. Look at all the numerology, blah, blah, blah. Not that I'm a numerologist, but I can't help but notice it. But here we go. Here we go. So whether the cop was real, whether the cop and George were friends, who knows? It doesn't matter. The point of showing you that was that these guys are moving to the next level. This is how you get people that have been socially engineered too much. This is how you get them pissed off, or at least show it on television. Look, everyone's rioting. We need the military in the streets. They'll go for it. No problem. No problem whatsoever at all. I'm supposed to be at Many Fish's house like 2 weeks ago, but I take forever. So, all right, guys. Richie from Boston. I think I shared everything. Keep this in mind. This is something that you won't see, and they're already debunking this. Let me show you this real quick because I always forget to show this, and it's important. It's amazing that people embrace this mandatory vaccine, no big deal. This is John Hopkins. Studies suggest medical errors are the third leading cause of death in the U.S. Put that in your pipe and gently smoke it. The third leading cause of death in the U.S. Now, I'm sure that has nothing to do with vaccines, and I'm sure it has nothing to do with abortions because they just ignore those things. Third leading cause of death in the United States is simply going to the doctor. I don't go to the doctor, man. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not going to stay safe. Nobody stays safe. Drive fast, take chances. You know what I'm saying? Hello to Many Fish. That doesn't make sense. I don't understand. He doesn't even live in the same state as me. Oh, vaccines will not be. You're right. All right. Yeah, never mind. You know what? I'm going to pull my channel down right now because this is all completely wrong. Vaccines won't be mandatory. Yeah. Give me a call next year. Richie from Boston. Like, share, subscribe, or don't. I'm out.
Okay, it seems to be clear. Mr. Rich from Boston, I did whatever I could to mirror your video because of the hindrance that YouTube is giving me and possibly some other people around the world. I did the same thing. I don't know if they are repeating this on me. I'm a man who has not many subscribers, but the least what I could do is mirror your video. Frankie Krusik from Eindhoven, the Netherlands, out.